Welcome. Over the top podcast sports edition. This your boy HD here with the Over the Top podcast sports crew. Tonight we have RJ. What's going on, RJ?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey man, living life, loving it, no problems. And we also got best friends with us. What's going on, B?
What's going on, fellas?
Yeah, man, we're just trying to live the dream. We may have the playmaker George a little later. He kind of tied up doing other things right now. So they get the show popping, guys. We're about what 6 weeks away from the opening of the football campaign. So we got a lot of stuff going on. Training camp started today. Let's talk a little about who got it started. They got the boys starting in um the Panthers. Bryce Young, he got the nod to start. What do you guys think about his size? You think he'll be all right out there, or you don't know?
I mean, to me, he already played behind a big offensive line in Alabama. So, I mean, he may be all right.
You think, RJ?
Oh, it was. I don't know whether it's the Alabama uniform or what, but when I looked at him behind them Carolina linemen, it was a stark difference.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, cause like if you see him, bro, he looks so small.
Wow.
So it concerns me. I mean, he took the hits at Alabama, but at the same time, it just concerns me.
Well, he took his Alabama, but how good is Alabama's offensive line? Number one, and number two, he's short. But not only is he short, he's not muscular.
He's really small.
Very thin back there.
What is this?
He don't look. You know what was crazy? Like both his parents, I think, dive taller than him too, or like it's crazy because he didn't get none of that height that he should have got. And he the only child too, huh?
Baby.
You stupid, man.
I'm amazed. Saban had him hitting the waist hard. Normally quarterbacks that with that height. You look at Drew Brees. He wasn't no muscle guy, but he had a little physique about him. You look at what's your boy in Phoenix?
Kyler Murray.
He's short, but then he's stout. You know, he's
is he short as Murray?
Yeah, they probably around about the same height, but your boy Kyler, I mean, you know, both of them have always played small. Like if you look at Bryce Young all the way back to like some clips I've seen with him at Mater Day, he looked small in high school.
Wow. Well, he got him at 5'10". I don't know how much weight though.
I'm gonna say, man, it looked like about 170, 180. You know what I'm saying?
About 170.
So you start looking at most quarterbacks.
They got him at 205.
You don't look it.
No,
you don't look it. But you know, also too, like if we really like us just talking as lay people, they do a lot of strengthening exercises that we don't see that really help those guys be elite. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like core stuff, like for shoulders, stretching, things of that nature. So, you know, he's probably gonna stick closer to his Alabama program. If you think about it, Tua not big. Tua didn't get big until this year. You know what I'm saying? And what's really crazy is Tua big, his little brother big, who playing at Maryland. He looks swole. I don't know what the hell they daddy and mama was feeding him.
They got Tua
at playing quarterback in Maryland.
Huh?
Yeah, his little brother was actually supposed to graduate, but because of that COVID year, he got a whole nother year. But they got a kid that, not trying to put to lay it down, they had a Caucasian kid that I think is nice. I think he's just as good as Talea. I just think he doesn't have the branding. So the fact that your boy got the name, I think he's getting an opportunity to come back and do it again for that fifth year.
They got Kyler Murray 5'10", 207. There ain't no way Bryce Young and Kyler Murray the same size.
I'm trying to tell you. That's why I say, man, when I see Kyler Murray for all of his, like, you know, stature, like his size and being short, he's still a little bit more, seems like a little bit more well built than, you know,
I guess that's what it is. His low
he's a wiry strong. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at somebody, they, you know, they look like they, you know, but your boy, he just seemed like, but I wish him the best though. I think he's a great young man.
Couple of injuries today. I don't know if you guys heard. You got Cincinnati. Your quarterback had a knee injury today.
No, it was a calf. It was a calf. It was a calf.
He got a calf, and Ramsey and Miami got hurt.
Yeah, he got to have surgery.
Miami got hurt. So
hey, with Joe Burrows, I think let the excuses already begin. You know, he in a sport like he really need to heal because to me without him, that's a different look team. That team looked totally different and whatnot.
So if
they got weapons, Bear.
Oh yeah, they got weapons.
But without your boy, without Burrow, they're throwing that thing to him, they struggle. But if he
you know what,
is injury prone,
you know what though, I'm gonna make you think for a second. I'm gonna ask you a question as an Eagles fan. You know who the player that I feared the most that y'all had, and I was so happy he came and played with us?
Who that?
Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
Deshaun Jackson is the type, like when you got guys like Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, they scratched the defense and their offensive line. They actually invested in it. They spent money on Zeus' son. So Zeus' son, Orlando Brown's son, is playing with the Bengals this year. Leo Collins is the right tackle. So they should be good. They should be pretty decent. They should be. I mean, they're a lot better than what they were on the offensive line when they went to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So I think they should be able to hold down the fort. Yeah, like a strained calf, he'll probably be back maybe about, like I say, probably still start the first game. Now, JAYLEN, the way that they talked about his injury, because I was listening to ESPN, he having surgery tomorrow. And I'm like, dude, the swelling ain't even done.
Like, well, they're trying to. So it's two surgeries. One of them, it depends. I think they were saying one of them, if it's tore, I think it's like 2 or 3 months. And if it's like a lead or something, go in and fix it. No, they said if they got to sew it up, it'll take 2 or 3 months. But they trying to get them back before the start of the season. I think they're trying to get them back for the start of the season.
Man, that's. You know what, man?
I had JAYLEN falling off some though.
Huh?
Is it me or has he fallen off some?
I think it was the players that was around him too.
He had a lot of studs around him. I think he's still a decent corner. He probably one of the best corner Miami got down there.
But the thing is, I know he was with the Rams last year, and this was the strangest thing to me. The Rams, like, they win the Super Bowl, and then they just look totally like a whole nother team. I didn't understand that. Usually you stay on par even after winning the Super Bowl, but they look totally different.
But they lost a lot of people too, though, didn't they? They lost. Especially on the defensive side of the ball. I think the only one still there.
Mortgage.
Is your D lineman Donald still there? But everybody else, they kind of. I mean, but they bought that championship too. They couldn't pay them.
Yeah.
They couldn't pay them kids. They couldn't pay
They
them.
gave away all their picks. They don't have. I don't think they have a first rounder. They might have one this year, but the last two they haven't had one, and so they sacrificed it to get that championship, and they kind of knew it was all in on that shit, you know. But I think
they put that Lakers thing when they got when they got the big fella. We'll win one championship, but after that, now they rebuild. They're in straight rebuilding mode now. They're in straight rebuilding mode now.
I mean, but they've been trying to push for that championship for years. They just couldn't get Goff over the hump. And now he went to Detroit and got with a different offensive coordinator, and he's throwing that rock, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I think whether a better quarterback than Goff.
My mind.
I
know who you're talking about. You're talking about Stafford.
I think Stafford a better quarterback than Goff.
The numbers
I
wasn't
think
better
Goff got
last
a
year.
bigger arm. I think Goff can throw it longer than Stafford.
Yeah, he can
but
throw
I
a
don't
ball.
know if he's as accurate as Stafford.
Man, no, Stafford has a better arm. Stafford could throw a ball through a brick wall. But what's really bad about Stafford is that he took a lot of beating in Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got beat up a lot.
Yeah.
So that makes a big difference in what he's able to do and what he's able to withstand. But the Rams are that's a transient type team because of the nature of what they did this year.
Yeah.
I mean, the last 2 years prior to, they put it all on the line, and then they try to repeat, and then now it's rebuild time.
It's rebuild. Hey, dude, what you think about your boy Brock Purdy out of San Fran? He got the nod today as the starter. So he'll be starting. You think is he the key to get San Fran over the hump?
I mean,
I know the key to get San Fran over the hump. We just can't play y'all, but is he the key to get San Fran? He the key to get San Fran over the hump?
Here's the thing. For me, I know last year he was the key, and I think even after surgery, now it's like we're in the position of wait and see. Is he still gonna have that type magic and whatnot?
But you got a lot of talent to wait and see. San Fran trying to win now, buddy. you got a lot going on to wait and see.
Listen, now we're not like that franchise you got behind your head.
I understand.
We're used to winning. We got 5 of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, most of them on the History Channel now, but that's fine. You can find a couple of those championships on the History Channel, but that's fine.
I'm gonna be honest. We should have one in the 2000s. I just think Harbaugh, he just got lost. I ain't gonna go into that story, but at the end of the day, I would like to see a real live battle for the #1 position. I think oh boy, he didn't lose the job. He got hurt. He got hurt in terrible weather. Can't think of his name. Is it
Trey Lance?
Trey Lance. Yeah, he got hurt in terrible weather. It wasn't his fault, so he didn't lose the job. So I would like to
regain it neither.
But he never came back last year.
Yeah.
You know what they said though? They said, man, honestly, like straight, no BS. I was looking at a replay of the Dallas game, Dallas 49ers playoff game, and what they said was that Purdy made the offense
better.
And he said, man, the numbers, he improved on it so much more than any of the 3 quarterbacks that played last year. You remember, start off with Trey Lance, Ruffalo came in, he got hurt. Then came Purdy, and Purdy, man, they turned him loose. It's something to be said about playing a lot of football. But you know what's really crazy, man? Like, no bull. This gonna sound really shady for me to say this, but I always liked dude. I thought he was a little erratic at times, bro. I thought he would have been a good quarterback to draft. But I'm gonna tell y'all, man, Purdy. I thought he would be. I watched him a lot at Iowa State. I think they played in the championship 2 out of 3 years, like the conference championship. His last 2 out of the last 3 years, conference championships. And I think he lost. But he played some hell of a games, man. And Iowa State has some really good games that they played in. So I really liked him as a player.
I like Purdy. I think he was the best option. Garoppolo's a game manager. You can win with Garoppolo, but you're gonna need him to make some plays that I don't think he's gonna be able to make. I think Purdy should be able to make some plays. And 49ers stacked, dude. I mean, you got McCaffrey, you still got Debo. 49ers stacked now. They ain't nothing to sleep on.
That throw over the middle that he missed, that big throw he missed, and he overthrew that player, that's what cost him that Super Bowl. But Cal been right at the door twice.
They got a good
once
defense.
In Atlanta, he wasn't running the daggone ball.
On the ball. Well, they got a good defense. They got a good running game. You got Debo playing his position instead of playing running back. So I mean, San Fran is definitely formidable now. So we definitely want to keep an eye on them for the NFC. Let's switch gears a little bit. I mean, we just kind of randomly talking about different things kind of come pop up, so there's no rhyme or reason. But why are young men, man, with this cardiac arrest? We look at and hope Bronny James the best. We wish him well with speedy recovery. But let's pull the layers back a little bit. This man, 18, 19 years old. He should be running like a gazelle right now. He should be. I'm not comparing him to no animal, but his shape is ridiculous. So I mean, why do you guys think those injuries coming around? What's up with his heart deal? What's the deal? What you think?
I got a whole nother take. My take is somewhat opinion. I mean, I don't know facts because, to be honest, I'm not up on it like I should be. But my take on it is what's going on now is we're seeing the effects of these players and these younger students being able to play on their teams. Most of these kids had to be vaccinated, and I'm just not seeing nothing positive come out of it after vaccination. And like he having heart problems. Tip Top Shay, he a horse.
Yeah.
He know. I know at 18, I mean, when I was in good shape, I mean, 18, I could go get up in the morning, hot sun, I'm balling, go home, chill out, go back in the afternoon, I'm balling, or the evening, I'm balling. I mean, I don't see it.
And you can imagine how much they balling.
But that's why I'm going to say again, and that's another thing. A lot of these kids are playing a lot of games. It goes back to a lot of games when you're dealing with all this travel and stuff. So
the wear and tear. What your thoughts on that, Ron?
I never thought about it from the way Dan thought about it, but that makes a lot of sense, man. That pericarditis is one of those things that really can be impacting people. So that's deep. That's deep. But the other part of it is, hold on. Give me 1 second. Go ahead. Hit bed real quick, Hank.
Okay, no problem. No, I can take it. And it's not just Bronny. You look at these athletes that and could it be the vaccine? I don't know. I don't want to call it. I mean, like you said, I haven't did the research or know the data. But what we have been seeing is an increase in illnesses, an increase in sicknesses. What we have been seeing is an increase. I don't really want to pinpoint that to one or the other, but I just thought that was
it's got me to a place now. My kids, they all, especially Bria playing AAU at the time. All my kids, 3 of my kids are vaccinated. And it just got me to where now I just feel like, okay, do we need to be getting doctor's appointments? Do they need to be getting thorough physicals? What's going on? Is this stuff, what went on with Bronny, did it just show up out of the blue? Did it just happen all of a sudden? So that's where I'm at with it right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're going to start doing some studies. You need to start doing some studies on these people, man, because they say pericarditis is one of those things like this. The lining of the heart being inflamed, things of that nature, that's crucial, man. But I don't know, man. Was it you that we talked about it and you said some of them supplements you think could also be a problem?
No, you mentioned I mentioned something, but you're right. That could be a problem. I thought you mentioned that the supplements.
Somebody was talking to me. It might have been Haywood that was saying. I don't know who it was, but it messed me up because that day I'm thinking like, man, this kid can go. Physically, he's probably a really good athlete. And I'm looking at him and he's not carrying an inordinate amount of weight.
Right.
I just can't see it, man. And it's something deeper to that, and man,
is it the diet? I mean, although you in great shape, what are you putting in your system? What you got going? What you got going in there? What you got? What you got going on? Is it make your heart must skip a beat? Is it giving you too much energy? Are you on the energy drinks? I know the energy drinks will mess you up too if you're trying to run. If you careful what you drinking and eating, that stuff will get you, huh?
Let's look at LeBron. LeBron's spending all that money to take care of himself now. If he doing all that to take care of himself to stay on the court, and he's shorting his kids, I got a problem.
I don't think he's doing that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I see that, but you ain't gonna put your 15-year-old in the chamber, though. Are you? Is that too early? I mean, they body's still developing.
At 15, you know what, Hank? At 15, you could run all day long, and your body would frankly recover. Now at 50, man, listen, bro.
Nah, 50, I can't do nothing at 50, dog.
Man, cuz, hey, I be telling them kids at football practice, I said, man, listen, man. They be going down on their knee hard. I said, y'all gonna need them knees one day.
One day.
You gonna be feeling like
we wish Bronny and we wish to have.
That's a whole nother story, because I was cool around here about 3-4 months ago, and then it's like all of a sudden I just got arthritis out of somewhere, and I'm like, man, I just want my knees back, man. But you know what? When I think about it, all the running and jumping and pounding on pavement I've done, yeah.
That's why I start thinking about. But then also too, I think about, like, I'm a little bit more conscious about what I eat. So if I'm conscious, if I don't eat any meat, man, I don't have a lot of pain at all. Like I don't feel bad. Yeah, word. Like if whatever I have to do that's physical, like exhaustion or whatever, if I do the exercise, or like if I go stand up at practice, standing up and being still that whole time is crucial. When you start talking to them kids, because you just stagnant. And so, and also I noticed you start to lose muscle tone at 50. But
now we're better. I mean, because all three of us played sports and run plays got college collegiate level. But I think even my knees, I think that plays a big role, man. That wear and tear your body as you get older, you're feeling it. You are definitely feeling it.
I remember my grandmother used to say that to me. She used to say, "Man, wait till you get old enough." She said, I remember my grandmother used to say that. I'm like, man, yeah, right. You don't think about it, but now.
But they talk about one more brief news about basketball, and I think we know what we're talking about. Brother, hey, you don't want to hear on the brothers getting this bad. Hey, don't hear the congratulations, Jaylen Brown, on your contract, sir. Jeez, 5 year, $300 million. And you're not even, and some may say, I'm not gonna say, some may say you're not the number one guy on your squad. So when Jason come on here for his contract renewal, where they find his money at? Are they printing in the back? where they find his money to pay these guys at?
Well,
if he getting 300, Jason got to get 350.
Yeah, but he signed under the Bird Act or the Bird Rights or whatever, meaning, you can sign for more with the team that you're already with and all this and that. But here's my thing, man. I remember back in the day when Larry Johnson got that contract and everybody not even Larry Johnson. Let's go to Magic Johnson. When he signed that 25-year, $25 million contract. Everybody was blown away. $25 million. And then a few years after that, it was Larry Johnson. He signed that big contract. It was like, wow.
Yeah, Larry got some bread. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he got bread. And then the contract
got bread.
Then the contract to shut the league down, which was KG. Everybody was like, whoa. So when you look at those contracts, those are peanuts, man.
Yeah.
Not these boys dealing, the money that they get and receiving, not even life changing. It's like, I don't even know what to say.
Now my son pointed out to me he's not on here. I'm trying to figure the guy's name. What guy from soccer? He just signed a $700 million deal for 1 year.
No, Mbappe, he turned it down.
He turned it down? Wow.
Turned it down.
Wow.
Mbappe,
now that's betting on yourself.
Mbappe is, he like, he like the Jordan or the Giannis of soccer. Like he's
really?
the best. Yeah, he's probably maybe top 3 or 4 in the world. Like Slim that good. He like.
And I think soccer is the most highest paid sport in the world right now. Ain't that what?
Yeah. Cristiano Ronaldo, man. Cristiano Ronaldo made stupid dookie money. They gave Messi $10 million. I don't even think he gonna play the whole season for the period of time. And Bron came out, tapped him up, hugged him up, was in Miami, was like, "Yeah, we got Messi." I'm like, that cash.
But in the NBA, is that good for the league run? Is the amount of money, thrown around, is that good for the league?
I think it's tough for all the sports leagues. I think they have really truly priced the regular consumer out of the marketplace. And if you really reflect on it, it really identifies the problem that's present in America, where we have a lot of haves and have-nots. And that's a scary thought when you think about like an average person. If you go into a football game right now, and it's you, like for me to take my kids, my family, and this is in the ATL with some nice tickets. Wasn't bad though. For them, it wasn't bad. Like $50 job, nosebleed seats, $50 a piece. That's the cheapest I've seen. But if you go into a regular season game and you go to like FedEx, man, my father showed me that ticket. He was paying season tickets. I think they was like $175, champ. 150, 170 for that. For what Dan was putting on the field now, man, you know, I'm die hard. But I looked at that because me and my daughter went a couple of years ago. And so it was crazy, man. It was, bro.
Baby, I'm asking you, does the salaries compensate the talent at this point?
No, my goodness. There you go.
I mean, does it? Is it really?
Yes.
And now, does it take the talent out of the game? Is it now?
No,
is it now the paper, or what's your thought?
These guys are being, and excuse me, I'm just me being honest. These guys are being paid to play in a soft jump shooting league. That's what they're being paid for.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no, when you think about physical, when you think about and I mean, I can't help but keep saying I'm old school, but when you just think about, you know, the way we saw the game and to where it is now, I just think it's kind of soft. I can almost understand if it was a little more physical back the way it was back then. I can almost justify giving somebody $60 million a year. But now
it may be soft, but the talent pool is good. I mean, so let's look at it. You wouldn't think, and I'm not knocking Jalen Brown. I think dude's a baller. Don't get it twisted. I think dude's a baller. But he's not. We don't put him in that top tier echelon class of athletes, basketball players neither. And he's getting the big boy bag. So what precedent do they set now? I mean, cause now Steph ain't making $300 million in the 7-year contract. Bron ain't making that kind of money, is he?
Steph was highest paid last year. What
right now he's not. Huh?
What it's doing now is, if you're the second guy on the team, now you got a Jaylen Brown argument. If you're Thompson, you got a Jaylen Brown argument. Wherever you fall second, and you're not the man, you got an argument.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that's a little weird. I don't know.
But here's my thing. Here's another take, and I was thinking about it on my route today. You know, Jaylen getting that type of money. My thing is, you know, the NBA continues to get richer. They keep getting richer. And my problem sets in when you look at the other side of it, which is the WNBA. Here, this man is getting ready to make $60 million a year. When I look at like Asia Wilson and man, it's a ton of those girls I look at and saying could be making between $8 to $10 million a year, and they're not even making that type money. But you're paying this one dude $60 million. I just, to me,
well, unfortunately, the women's games is not selling out stadiums neither. I mean,
that's why
it's not a lot of revenue coming in neither now.
I'm not putting it on the players. You know, the NBA
and marketing, yeah. Huh?
The NBA is the governing body of the WNBA. So my thing is, as much as you putting in these guys, you need to start putting in these women and whatnot. Because
what's gonna happen is the women's game is they're gonna go back up. Well, first of all, they're not gonna leave early because what your girl said at LSU, I can't think of her name. She said, "Sure, I make more money in college than I'm gonna make in the league on my NIL anyway." But, so when you start going down that rabbit hole,
but can you see her? She's not ready to play Asia Wilson every night. She's not that player. She ain't stupid. Somebody in her ear told her, "Girl, sit your butt down at LSU. Stay, because you're gonna struggle at the next level. Continue to make that money."
Now, I do have to admit the women's game has improved. Now, I mean, they're not the boys' game, but they playing above the rim.
But their footwork right now, Asia Wilson footwork is like that. You know, when I look at her play, I was like, dang, Shawty is really skilled. And so, but I mean, I'm with Hank, man. I think it's a revenue stream. And I think they got to make games more appealing. But I think it's really always hard because it's that double-edged sword. They're not asking or looking for whatever reason, we want to sexualize women. And their who they choose to be with is a point of reference, aspects of things that have happened in the league at points in time. You know, they've gotten a lot better, but ESPN is just putting it out on Front Street, man. You know, they were talking about one of the ladies, she got charged with domestic violence for being her partner.
I saw that today. That was crazy. That was crazy.
That was bugged out, right?
Then you got teammates getting marrying each other.
Yeah. Is that do that? I mean, okay. They had that conversation, guys. They had a conversation. Isn't that workplace infringement? How do you go to work with somebody who, I mean, if in sports now, sports is different than a job. But did you marry your teammate? There's no boundaries.
They fell in love.
Oh, okay. Okay. We'll leave it. We'll leave it at that. I thought it should be some. I mean, we look at the Boston organization.
That's going to be an issue though at some point in time.
We look at the Boston organization. You fired the coach for fraternizing with an employee. you fired coach now for fraternizing employee, but you got two teammates. I guess because it's equal. Now they marry, and I don't. And who you marry, I don't. And for me, it's not that you marry the same sex. That's not my issue. My issue is how am I gonna hold you accountable on the basketball floor, and then we go home? That is something totally different. I just think that raises a lot.
Not even that
of questions.
Let's not forget this is a business. So what if one is straight? So the one is straight to another team. The one that's left, now they mad at the organization.
Yeah.
Out of that. So
yeah.
I don't know.
As players, how do you deal with that with your teammates? Like I say, it's not that you married a female. I had no problem with that, but I just think fraternizing in that way, it causes a lot of extra problems or chaos in the locker room. Hey, how about this? We get in an argument before the game. Now we out there, pass me the ball. Fuck you, pay you nothing. Now we hurting the team because we mad at each other.
We mad.
I don't know. I like I said, I don't have no problem with who you marry. I just think
that's got to be a weird situation, man.
In that setting, ooh. That's heavy.
Because you don't even really want to do, like, if you and your significant others beefing, you don't want to do nothing social.
Yeah. Right. Me and my wife had a rule for 20-something years. And it still stayed true. We don't work in the same place. We won't get a job at the same place. Because what we did here, it gonna overflow to the work. When we did the work overflow, or what if anything can happen? I just think it brings up too much stuff. Then as a coach, how do you coach that? How do you manage that?
Well, he got a little bit more authority, so he can put things in place. And he also got the, he can pull the plug. Hey, we need to get rid of this one because,
yeah.
Or he can sit you down. So it's he has some way out. I just think
one more thing about basketball, and I'm gonna leave basketball alone, and then we're gonna go there. But we mentioned that Boston team. I kind of want to talk that. What a difference a year or two made with that Boston squad. Last year, they was on the rise. They had Udoka before they fired Udoka. They was on the rise. There was a solid team. They were looking to win some championships. They changed the coach. The dude was what the dude like lighten up a little bit instead of me being your coach, I'm be your buddy, and that didn't get you there. Then now you don't turn around. Now you don't get JAYLEN a humongous contract. Knowing might as well you still gotta pay Jason Tatum. He gonna want his paper. Then you got Porzingis, and if he have a good year, he gonna want his paper. So. And then you still
they re-signed him.
The coach, huh?
They re-signed him, right? Like they re-signed him. They signed his deal. I think he's making $36 million a year.
So Porzingis.
They redid his deal.
But how did that organization take a step backwards or forwards?
The door has
closed. They take a step backwards.
The door has closed on Boston.
I think y'all. I don't know, man. I think y'all.
And I just don't hate this. This is the only reason why I feel like this. When you look at Tatum is a nice guy. I've never seen him get rattled. I've never seen him. I always say I've never seen him like get upset. Brown, I didn't see him mix it up some. Then you got Porzingis. Depends on what Porzingis you bring into the table. But you trade off your muscle, which is smart. You trade him off. And then, Williams, he wasn't anything. But to me, Smart was he was the muscle of the squad. I know saying the door is closed is a lot, but I just feel like, well, I guess they can lean on Brogdon. I was gonna say I feel like they might have opened up too much by dealing Smart off. I don't know. They're not. I wouldn't give them top two spots. They might be wrestling around 3 or 4 right now, but they got to make moves now.
Defend that guy. You say you have a different point of view than what we have. Defend that.
I'm gonna tell you just strictly on the move to get Porzingis. The two major threats to them are Giannis and Embiid. Both are stretch threes. Right, I mean stretch 5. Giannis played 4 or 5. Your boy is 7'3" and he can guard both of them. He's not gonna guard them like a glove, but he's gonna help with the rebounding, the shooting, and he's gonna stretch the floor. He had his best year 3-point shooting last year, being a stretch 5 in Washington. I think with his 3-point shooting, his 3-point shooting probably a little bit more consistent than Jaylen Brown's. It's going to take a team with a special effort to beat them boys. Now, here's the issue. And I'm going to tell you what's the one issue. Marcus Smart was triggering a lot of their offense. So I don't know who's going to trigger the offense. If they can settle on somebody that can maintain the flow in that offense, then I can see them going to the finals easily.
So this is my thing. I think Porzingis got the height, but I think Embiid in the paint will eat Porzingis lunch. I mean, I think he got the height.
You got to ball. All you got to do is ball the shot, though, Hank.
Yeah, but the problem with the Boston is they don't like going to the hole. They are a jump shooting team. Jaylen Brown can't go left. I don't know how you. That's why I asked about the skill level. I ain't never seen a brother with that can't go left be paid the high and noticeably can't go left. And I'm not jogging on him. How many times the playoffs he got the ball took from him to going left? Give me that. But Jason Tatum is your only dog, but like you say, like Beth said, he never get angry. He ain't no grit to him. Ain't no grit to him. I don't know, man. I think they're gonna fall in the same spot. I just don't know if they get over the hump. I just don't know if they get over the hump. That just my
I think they do. I just don't. Like, I don't have faith in the Sixers. They don't know what they're going to do with 15. I can't think of his name right now. The beard. Then you got Middleton.
Harden.
Yeah, Harden. Then you got to figure out what's going to. I know. That's what I'm saying. Then you got to figure out what's going to happen with Middleton, excuse me. Because Middleton is a key component of what's going to happen with Milwaukee.
Well, he got his paper, so he ain't going nowhere.
Oh, they paid him?
Yeah. He got his paper. He got his paper. He got his contract. So I think they're fine.
And then, but they're going to be getting used to a whole new system.
Now that's true.
So you got a whole, you're going to have training camp, but at the same time, they all have to learn how to get on the same page with the new system. Now, one dude I really mess with, he's really underscored because that dude can guard all the way up to the daggone near the power forward. Drew Holiday is strong as a son of a gun. That dude is a monster.
Drew, but here again, they're gonna want some big money too. But right, Drew is a solid player. Drew is a definitely solid player.
Hey, what's up, man? What I mentioned, what y'all say about some young players y'all don't like?
No, we were talking about the Boston Celtics and Jaylen Brown, who can't go left, but signed a 7-year, $300 million deal. We just gotta figure out they're gonna be sitting in the big days. What you got up there? That's the fight.
That's UFC joint.
There's a UFC fight tomorrow, Saturday.
Well, Saturday. You can't be introducing who fighting.
So let me look it up exactly because it's actually a very good card. The headliner is Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje, which is for the BMF title. Give me a second. Let me actually find it.
Oh, everybody want to join. We got the playmaker about to jump on. And we good. We can talk. We can get back on the football. We were talking about basketball. Go ahead, Q.
So yeah, that's the main event. Co-main event is Jan Blachowicz versus Alexander Pereira. Pereira, who beat Israel Adesanya for the middleweight title, lost it to him, and is moving up to light heavyweight to try and fight for that title.
You know what I started thinking about?
Huh?
I don't know who the dude is, but I had a Rock moment. Remember when Rock used to be a wrestler? He'd say, I never heard of him. Poirier, I have, though. Poirier, I have.
I prefer UFC over boxing. I feel that when I hear about boxing.
Boxing's a lost art, man. They don't do that, Baltimore. What's up, playmaker? You don't join the crew. What's going on, buddy?
Not much, man. How y'all doing?
Bear, your face is funny, man. Bear, like,
boxing is a lost art.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not as prevalent. I think you don't agree that
you got one of the best matches. That's boxing matches this weekend. Is probably going to be like a historical fight.
It's in the last 40 years, man.
Yeah,
I don't know,
and
man.
the sad thing about it, I've been watching sports all day, and I still don't know who boxing. That's the same. Maybe I'm about to lose. I don't know. Maybe it's me.
Hey, Hank. I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. The two gentlemen that are fighting, Terrence Crawford is an absolute animal.
Oh, that Crawford fight this weekend too?
Yeah, Earl Spence is an absolute animal. Earl Spence is Marvin Hagler. Earl Spence is Marvin Hagler without the chin.
Yeah.
And the last two dudes he done fought, last like 2 out of the last maybe about 5 or 6, he done broke that orbital bone. He breaking dudes' face. he breaking dudes' faces.
He don't even look like he could do it.
Like, and he coming straight down the line and cutting the ring off and just banging him. It's just different. It's like,
but see,
it's like
the promotional boxing for me. I know. If I see a good boxing, I like it. But the promotional boxing has went down to me. You don't see it promoted as it did before.
Correct. I saw.
It's the business.
They talk about the UFC fight like I think every sports center show for the past 2 days.
You gotta come in the room.
Hey, Playmate, you heard anything about baseball? They keep it up, not baseball, boxing. You come up with boxing. Have you heard anything do boxing out?
You know, I haven't been following either sport lately, so I'm not a good person to ask.
All right.
There's also two more people I mentioned on the card. Tony Ferguson, who could go down as one of the best fighters to never win a UFC title. They're talking about he might retire after this fight. And a fighter I like to watch is Kevin Holland, who he just talks he's one of the few people I know who you hear him talking in the fight. Like over the crowd, you'll hear him talking during a fight.
You talking about the crazy dude, the black dude, the skinny dude?
Huh?
You talking about the skinny dude, the tall dude?
Kevin Holland, black dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. He be talking.
Yeah.
Kind of like they said Tim Duncan be saying, oh, what they say? Tim Duncan said, Kevin Garnett said he was talking to him and he just had some funny saying. Oh, you need to get that one, big fella.
Kevin Holland told dude, "Hey, you got a booger, wipe your nose, middle of a fight." Kevin Holland just say whatever.
So cool. So let's jump on a little football. I know we done scatter around a little bit. They're jumping on the football train. Who the most improved quarter? No, they're going to Commanders run. Who y'all got running around the quarterback position?
It's gonna be Sam Howell. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I think, last year was a top 5 defense, right? But our offensive thought process was different. So here's the thing that we're gonna be just like y'all. You know what people don't really realize, and I'm gonna tell you what y'all were able to dictate to people was one-on-one matchup, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because of the way that they schemed it. Just JAYLEN got deadly feet. Now last year, if you notice, we played y'all tough. That first half was real tough.
You beat us.
And we beat y'all the second game, right?
Last year.
I got a question for you after this, but continue.
Yo, go ahead. I'm ready. This year, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna shut up. Okay. This year, if you noticed a lot of what y'all did last year, y'all were able to play over the top of Terry. Won't be like that this year.
That brings up my point. Do you think Terry McLaurin's a better receiver than Devontae Smith?
At this point, yeah. Terry's a better receiver than Garrett Wilson. Just Garrett Wilson got name recognition. Garrett Wilson has not had to do it by himself. Terry has had to do it by himself. And Devontae has never. Now ask yourself this: has Devontae had to do it by himself? He got Brown on the other side of him.
The year before, Literally 2 years ago, when we made it to the playoffs, he was our number one. We didn't have AJ Brown yet. Our second best receiver was Jalen Reagor. Dad, how do we feel about Jalen Reagor?
He sucked. But
I'll mention this. If McLeod, he better than Debo Samuels?
Who is turning? Nah, he's not better because Debo do more.
I mean, don't be wetting over there. You try to say he better than Devontae Smith.
Debo do more. I'm gonna tell you what when I heard somebody. I'm gonna tell you what I heard somebody say though. Y'all get ready to see the birth of Terry McLaurin though. I mean, not Terry, Jahan Dotson. Watch what I tell y'all.
Hey,
y'all gonna get that work this year.
Quarterback. And y'all still got that boy on the roster. Y'all back up quarterback.
No, he gone. He went to Atlanta. Listen, Hank. Let me tell you something.
Atlanta. Carson Wentz.
No, Wentz gone. No, they cut in. Listen. This is what I'm gonna tell y'all, and I want y'all to be ready. And this is what people not even understanding. Sam Howell ran RPO in college. What is he gonna be running with Eric Bieniemy, RPO?
Didn't he also go to North Carolina?
Huh?
Didn't he go to North Carolina?
Yeah, he went to North Carolina. If he would have came out his red shirt sophomore year, he'd have been a top. So he wouldn't have went further than the second round. But he just chose to go back.
Take a non-biased opinion. Is McLaurin that good, sir? Be your mind playmaker.
Is who that good?
The wide receiver for Washington. McLaurin.
Scary Terry is good.
Is he top 5, top 10?
Listen, man, all the top 5s and top 10s not in Philadelphia.
We only got two.
Listen, y'all got two decent receivers. Let's give y'all that. Let's give Philadelphia.
I'll tell you what.
You know what makes Phillies good? It's not the receivers, it's the scheme we run. That's what makes Phillies good.
No, I think AJ Brown would be good. AJ Brown would be good in any system, though.
I think all the players would be good in any system, but the way we run our scheme. If you we already find out. Smith would be good in any system. Our tight end would be good in any system. Our running back, we run by committee, would be good in any system.
We're gonna find Frank Sanders is gonna find out this year. Sanders is gonna find out. He gone. That's what I said. He gonna find out.
Sanders in Charlotte.
He gonna find out this year.
Sanders in Charlotte.
Hey, and for the person who said we don't have a top 5 aim position, we got the best center and the best right tackle in all of football.
But we ain't gonna spend the whole day talking about the Eagles. I'm trying to get other teams in play.
I'm gonna make sure y'all put on suicide watch this year. I'm gonna have y'all straight on suicide watch. I have never in my life. Y'all my bad as a Dallas Cowboy fan.
Not even close, but let's move on. I digress. We're gonna move on. We're gonna change we're gonna go to Baltimore. We're gonna go to Baltimore. Do they got enough? Do your boy got enough to get over the hump?
No, Baltimore is going to be very interesting this year because they picked up some receivers, and I'm not quite sure where they are at this point in their career. So it's going to be interesting to see if they are going to be able to get the job done, or are they going to put all of the emphasis right back on Jackson to do everything?
Hey, bro, Bemo's going to be good, man. I'm telling y'all, really good. Odell don't get hurt. They got a slot receiver. Youngin is like that.
Who's that?
You hear me? Baltimore. He gonna wear number 4. He came from Boston College. He could have came out of school last year, but he chose to go back. Number 4. Remember, I can't remember his name right now. He was a top, I think top 20, top 25 pick, but he is like that. See, I think this is the thing we don't really understand, right? Offenses are dictating to defenses right now in different ways because they spread them out so much, right? Because you got to have light boxes, right? So if you got those light boxes and you got guys that can threaten the middle of the field and the edges, and get over top of you, you got to be honest. So imagine them, like, do you realize one of the reasons why they don't want to have the read option game in play is because teams couldn't really, they can't manage the athleticism of these black quarterbacks. So they had to level the playing field. Because if I don't have to turn my back to the defense, I'm going to see everything and I'm going to kill y'all. But they want them to turn their back to the defense, so when they turn around, they got to pick up the whole field. That's a different ball game. So it's gonna be interesting to see if they call those read option plays and call penalties on them joints, because you can't read a person into the hole no more. You have to really do a play action fake. So that's a rule change that they had this year.
That's crazy.
We didn't talk about much last year. How much did Aaron Rodgers mean to the Jets? Do they put him on top of the division? They was at the bottom of the division last year. Did they put him on the top of the division? You got the Bills, Dolphins, the Patriots.
Considering the injury that just happened to Jalen Ramsey, yes. Because the only reason the Jets were at the bottom of the division last year was because they had old boy at quarterback. You can't have your defense holding other teams. I think Jets had one of the best defenses last year. They couldn't win a game because their quarterback couldn't throw for anything.
Yeah, he couldn't play dead.
What do you say, playmaker?
No, I agree. I mean, the defense was excellent last year. They got a solid running back and a solid receiver. Their issue last year was the quarterback play. And if Rodgers can give them a little bit of what he gave Green Bay at the quarterback position, there'll be a complete team.
He restructured his contract.
They're also trying
today, and he knocked out what $775 grand, $75 million.
And you know, Dalvin Cook he flew to New York this morning. Did you mute yourself?
Dalvin Cook got an interview with the Jets.
Now the Jets pick up Dalvin Cook, dude, and let's talk about running backs. I think running backs is always the nucleus of in the football team. That makes them dangerous. That makes them dangerous. I think that's one thing.
That's why.
I would argue it makes them more dangerous. Breece Hall, the running back they already had, made him dangerous.
He gonna be coming back off of ACL, so I don't know how we don't like it. Take you a year and a half to really come back off of an injury like that, man. But he was devastating last year. He was balling.
But Ben, I'm gonna go back to Miami with you. I know Quinn said with Ramsey hurt, that puts him up, but still Tua still got the fastest receivers in the daggone league. You don't think Miami gonna get stick a claim to it?
No, I think that the jury's still out with Tua, man. I mean,
do you play?
That's what I'm saying. I wonder what type of season he's gonna have. I'm looking at a lot of quarterbacks. I'm like, for instance, we talked about Baltimore. I'm looking at Lamar. Lamar just signed that big contract. How is he gonna perform? He didn't finish the season last year.
No.
We know who he's been. You know, is he gonna continue? And not that, even your boy, and this is not me taking the jab, but even your boy JAYLEN, he just signed. I mean, so I'm looking at a lot of quarterbacks just wondering, you know, who's going to get over the top? Is it going to be, are they going to perform at that level?
Question. Yeah. Question. Is the jury out on Trey Lance? Not Brock Purdy. Brock got another year. But Trey Lance, he's going into year 3, and he only played, what, 3 games?
We talked about that earlier. It's year 3, but last year was not his fault. He got hurt. He got hurt in a terrible game, and then Purdy stepped in, and he looks good. I hope it's not out for him. I was a Lance fan and whatnot. I would love to see him and Brock Purdy go at it head to head. And
I think if Purdy have a good year, which I think he may come up the injury, I think you trade Lance next year. What pick was he? Was a high pick, right?
Trey Lance was.
I think he was 3rd or 4th.
Third pick.
Yeah, he gonna want to start it. He ain't gonna start in front of Purdy.
I think that's what Brock has over Lance. Brock was Mr. Irrelevant. Lance was a higher pick. And I think, if Brock come in and he performs well, I think
don't have to pay that money.
Perform at the level that he was picked at. But if Brock comes in and he's just doing well, then you got to look at keeping Brock. And you're right. You got to look at trading Lance because he was a high number pick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think. Huh?
I think you keep both until, Trey is not going to demand a high salary right now because
after this year he will.
Why? Based off
why would Trey demand anything?
I mean, he don't want to.
Trey's money is locked in because he's a first rounder and he's a quarterback. Right. So what's going to end up happening is the scale is going to start to escalate. Then that's when they're going to have to make a determination as to whether they want to pay both of those guys. Because they could actually go another 2 years on Purdy. I think him being a later round draft pick, they can go at least to his third year, but they're going to probably try to re-sign him if he continues to love him.
I think they got Purdy where they want to be. So you got, I know we talked about it earlier. What's his name got hurt today? The Bengals quarterback. But he should be back with a calf. But so who else left that division? You got the Ravens, Steelers, Browns. What is Steel Curtain gonna do?
Be 9-8 and miss the playoffs.
What do you think, Nez? What do you think about Pittsburgh? What's your thoughts on Pittsburgh?
Hey, you got to give the coach there a lot of respect for what he has done his whole time there. So I think just the mere fact that he's a great coach and he gets the most out of his players. Yes, it's a rebuilding year for them, but that there's a lot of pride in Pittsburgh. There's a lot of good coaching in Pittsburgh. They always seem to have to turn an average receiver into a good receiver. They do good with player development. I still think they come out of the season 500. I don't think they're going to, win those Super Bowls or anything, but I think they're going to be a very competitive team. I think they're going to win more games than people expect, and I think they're going to be at least 500 team.
All right. So we did a little bit of AFC.
You can't beat the Steelers, in my opinion. Meaning the Steelers is like a class act organization. I might not be a huge fan when you look at it, but Tomlin is like only the third coach of that team.
Yeah.
In the existence.
And made the playoff.
And they actually, they're not quick. That family is not quick to pull the plug. They give their coaches the opportunity. And so, class act.
I'm worried about the quarterback. He's a different animal. He's a brilliant dude.
Tap Steelers fan on the shoulder and just tell him Ben Roethlisberger ain't coming through the tunnel.
And thank the Lord
the quarterback's not bad, guy.
He's not.
But Pickett is not bad, bro. He's young.
Yeah.
I think
he in his college town. He playing in the town that,
Man, cats. Man, my pediatrician, I used to go to the doctors with my kids a lot. We talk football. And he said, man, you can't beat Pittsburgh. You can't beat Pittsburgh, and you can't beat some of these organizations that really effectively know how to sign players at certain positions. Mm-hmm. If you think about, man, Antonio Brown is like a 5th or 6th round draft pick. He became an elite wide receiver. They traded Claypool. He's an elite wide receiver just to Chicago for some draft capital and other stuff. Juju Smith. They let him go. They had Santonio Holmes. They let him go. It's a lot of they are very good at drafting wide receivers, defensive ends, defensive tackles, and that outside linebacker. Everybody else in the league kind of struggles with drafting the outside linebacker. Steelers always find guys that register sack. You can't beat that. Cam Haywood had 10 himself. Right. As a tackle. Man, people know that's you balling. You getting hit by 2 people. You getting hit by 2 people each play daggone there every down. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you balling.
Let's switch to the NFC. We talked about the Eagles already. They talk about the Cowboys. So Ezekiel Elliott reached out to Pollard and said, "Congratulations for taking your job." And that what you tell the man, "Congratulations for taking my job."
Who didn't see it happen?
Huh?
Did you see it happening last year?
Well, I seen the numbers. So Pollard led the lead per rush with like 4 to 5 yards per carry. Ezekiel Elliott was the last in the lead per rush for 3 yards a carry. Do he find a job anywhere, or he done?
Hold on. For context, Zeke, I think, had more rushes, and because they normally bring him in when it's in the red zone.
But 3 yards a carry.
It was 3 point. I think it was 3.1 or something. It was the lowest in the league.
The lowest in the league, man. That's lowest in the league.
I don't know if he'll find a job. I really don't. But
do you hire this? Playman, do you bring him on board?
So I think there's a couple of things. I mean, a lot of teams run running back by committee. I think he can get him a running back by committee job. I think he can be a good third down back. I think he can be a good backup running back. It's really going to be up to him if he is willing to accept how much he is truly worth and accept the role that is offered to him. But I think he can still make money in the league. I think he can still perform.
3 yards a clip at 3.1 yards a clip.
Hey, hold on. I was told growing up, get 3 yards of play for 4 plays. That's a first down.
3 yards in the cloud of dust. They don't have that work in Little League. They don't work in the National Football League. So that works well. That works well in Little League.
Hey, you know what's really crazy? If y'all really process this, his long speed, that's what tell you he wasn't really working out and his body is taking the beat. Mm-hmm. If you remember them playing against one of the best performances I ever seen was when the Cowboys and the Steelers played in Pittsburgh and Zeke caught that screen. He ran like goddamn 70, 80 something yards. His long speed was impeccable.
Yeah.
Zeke was a track athlete, man.
He can't get no separation from nobody now.
That's hard living, bro. That's hard living.
That's why I'm running all across the league now. You'll get a good running back, and the team, instead of managing that running back, managing his carries, especially someone like Zeke who's a threat out of the backfield, they just force feed him. That's happened with Zeke. That happened with Saquon. That happened with McCaffrey. That's why he kept getting hurt.
Zeke was there.
Cook, and they chose not to pay him. That happened with Austin. Austin Eckler is the Chargers' offense. Well, until Justin Herbert got so now they can throw it deep. For the longest time, it was Austin Eckler, and that's it. And even still, it's kind of to a degree. So
I mean, they just keep getting those wide receivers hurt, man. They got great wide receivers. They just keep getting hurt.
Yeah. I know Daniel Jones happy that Saquon signed. I know he bought that man a steak dinner. Because he just saved his whole season, buddy. He saved
$45 million to do that though, cuz like Did you pay this man Saquon what $11 million on the franchise tag?
I just pop up here because I had the TV on. Saquon said he had an epiphany and signed. Meaning he probably
either sign or you don't work this year. That was the epiphany because they're not paying running backs, buddy. They're not.
You know what? No, think about this, fellas. Think about this. Le'Veon Bell sat out the whole year and was never the same.
Yeah, you can't skip a year of football.
Now hold on a second. I would say it's Le'Veon's spot was thinking he could go to the Jets and still be a good running back. Le'Veon could have chose anywhere, and he chose the money.
But most people gonna always bet on themselves. Like if you gotta believe to be that good, you gotta believe in yourself. So I'm him. I take where they're gonna give me the money that I wanted. They weren't a bad team. At the time he went there, it wasn't a bad team.
A bad team.
Well, wait a minute, they were not Pittsburgh. They
Or a bad team.
might have been a bad team, but they were not Pittsburgh.
They weren't Pittsburgh, but I think it's the acrimony, though, Gary. Like when you get to a place where you have like that type of animosity, you want to go somewhere and show somebody what your value is. Yeah. And so that's how I see it. I don't think Pittsburgh, like he said now, he said he wish he wouldn't have left. He said that. He verbalized it. But you know what? Running backs can't do what Kirk Cousins did. That's why I get Kirk put all the money in the middle of the table. He said, man, hey, I'm going to take these 2 years and y'all going to franchise me? I'm going to sign a tender. Y'all going to franchise me? I'm going to sign and I'm going to be free. And he was. Because Dan is the dumbest mofo in the universe. You know who Kirk would be right now? With San Fran. If dumb daggone Bruce Allen and ding dang Dan Snyder would have just let him go. That mark, man, he make me sick, man.
Well, I mean,
Ron let Trent walk out the building for a 5th round pick. Huh?
You could kept me at Washington because you ain't had no better quarterback since he left.
Listen, I think honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all gonna sleep on Sam Howell, and Sam gonna show y'all.
But Sam, you think so? So Sam Howell is Kirk Cousins?
I'm not sleeping on him no more. I saw
Sam.
I'm not sleeping on Sam Howell, but Sam Howell's not Kirk Cousins.
Huh?
Listen, I'm not saying he's Kirk Cousins. What I am saying is what he's gonna do in that offense, Kirk can't do. That's what I'm telling you. I think one of the things that y'all really like listen what I'm saying to y'all. This is what I did say. This is what I didn't say. The only question mark on our team is our offensive line. And that's a very big question mark. So I can't. And I'm not gonna say our center is solid. Our 2 tackles are gonna be solid. Our guards are new. I'm going to say this to you. The type of offense that we're going to play is going to be hard for people to deal with it. And I'm going to tell y'all something. 2-4 is going to get off this year. You hear me? 2-4 and 8-2. Our best man, the tight end that can run, he was a 4-5, man. Dude blew his goddamn Achilles out. I was looking forward to seeing him like that. And he was going to do some things to y'all this year. I'm telling y'all, our 3 running backs, dog, we coming at you. I'm telling y'all, man.
Okay.
God dang, we need to put some on this.
Big Franks, what's your thoughts?
I'm listening to Ron.
Hey, listen. Who your team, Gary?
Oh, here we go.
Team.
Here we go.
Gary don't have. Oh, you being impartial because you're a journalist.
Yeah. He is part of these analysts. Hey, Ron, just make the playoffs, man.
Last year,
listen, man.
Hey, come on. You said us? Now, hey, come on. You know what happened. Everybody saw nationally.
We could have had all NFC East teams in the playoffs, but Ron Rivera started that daggone Carson Wentz.
You know what? It wasn't even that game. It wasn't that game. That was bad. That was horrible.
Started that daggone Carson Wentz. And y'all went down here from there, buddy.
That's what's going to get him fired.
In the playoffs, huh?
That's what's going to get him. But you know, that game against the Giants with that interference not called on that Monday night, that was horrible, man. That was before the whole nation. And it was horrible.
Well, wait a minute. You brought up an interesting question. Is Ron's seat in jeopardy this year? Is this a must win?
Yeah, he's gonna get fired.
Season for Ron?
He's gonna get fired if he don't win.
I'm surprised he didn't fire him when they did the merger. When they sold the cover, I thought they put it on.
It was too late. It was too late in the year.
When the Eagles started Jalen Hurts over Carson in the last game of the season when someone could have made the playoffs, Doug was fired at halftime.
See, our organization, Quinn, we don't have that nonsense. We get rid of.
Hey, y'all fired though, but y'all need to give him a
Jeffrey
ring.
Lewis.
I don't even think that was
out of the locker room. What you say, man? What you
Y'all
say?
need to give him a ring.
Give her a ring.
I don't think that was Peterson's thing, though, man. That wasn't Peterson who fired that dude, man. I think they made him not play Jalen Hurts, man. I think that was horrible.
No. That's how Doug Peterson. That's why Doug Peterson not in the Philadelphia Eagles coach right now because he was married to Carson Wentz. That's the only reason.
No, he didn't play Carson. No, but I'm saying he didn't play. He didn't play Carson. He played Nate Sudfeld.
No, but I mean, you had a defense. You had the locker room about ready to jump on Doug. Look at him, bro. You don't get that clown off the field.
We got Vince Wentz. We should have played Jalen, but we didn't play neither of them, and we threw Nate Sudfeld out there. And you, Pops, were the one who said, "Hey, we gotta see all quarterbacks. So you gotta see all the talent we have."
I was just glad to see Wentz off the field. I was just glad to see Wentz off the field. All right, hey, one more. So let's wrap it up a little bit. Top 3 quarterbacks that they're gonna make a major improvement this year. Say it to the quarterback. Who you got? Who you got in playmaker?
You said
outside the obvious, huh?
The top quarterbacks that's going to make an improvement.
Yeah, the most improved quarterbacks of the year. They're gonna make they're gonna be the game changer for their team. The most improved. Top 3.
Well, I'm gonna go with one. I got to think about the other. I think the boy y'all clown all the time is going to make a difference this year. Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
I think he's going to make a difference this year. I think he's going to live up to the money. So that's my first.
Yeah, your first one. Okay, you want me to come back to you?
Yeah.
All right, Q. Who you got?
So Justin Fields, because he now has 2 quality receivers, and Claypool and DJ Moore. They're quality.
But most importantly, he got some offensive linemen too off this draft, so he got somebody to protect.
And he got offensive line so he doesn't have to run for his life back there. 2 will probably improve because barring that Miami doesn't let him die in the backfield again. It's a third.
I got my second one.
Who that?
Two almost lost his life in Miami twice.
Right.
That was bad.
Okay. You got second. Go your third one, Q.
You got to come at me for a third one. I got to think of all the other quarterbacks. All right.
Go back, Gary. You get your second one. Now go to Bell.
The guy in Cleveland, I can't remember his name, the massage guy.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, Watson.
Deshaun Watson. He
Clemson
got him in his pocket. Who you got, Bell? Who your 3?
I like the Giants, Daniel.
Okay.
I'm going with Watson.
Okay.
I'm going with Brock.
Okay. Now I didn't put Brock because when he got hurt, because he didn't get a full season. So yeah, you got to go with him. He had a hell of a run in the last season, definitely. Who you got, RJ?
Oh, I got to think about
that. Al.
Okay. Okay.
I got my third one.
I'm gonna say Sam Howell because I think he's gonna be decent. I'm gonna say I'm thinking first time starters and guys. There's a lot of veteran quarterbacks. You said it's gonna be most improved, right?
There's some more. And y'all just made me remember them.
All right, go ahead, Quinn. What do I run getting this thoughts together? Who your last one?
When Ron said Clemson quarterback, I remembered Trevor Lawrence is getting his actual number 1 receiver this year in Calvin Ridley. Remember, Calvin Ridley was suspended the whole year last year. He put up the numbers he had, and his number 1 receiver I think was Christian Kirk.
He was in Atlanta, I think, last year. Was it Ridley in Atlanta last year?
No, Ridley was suspended.
Okay. Okay. Who you got, RJ?
Oh man, I'm sitting here kicking around thoughts in my head. I mean, he pulled Fields. I don't believe in Jordan Love. I think he's gonna be all right, but this was too inaccurate. So I don't know. Like expanding through the divisions, I don't think nobody else in the NFC South. I like Bryce, but I think they gave away too much of their wide receivers. Like DJ Moore changed his coverage. I don't know how they're gonna protect him. So I just don't. None of those guys in the South intrigue me. I don't know. I don't know.
I got my last one.
All right, go ahead.
And I'm gonna go down to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Heineke.
No, not Heineke. Heineke's not gonna be a starter down there. Y'all forgot next time.
Who's gonna start down there?
Ritter?
No, Derek Carr.
Ritter.
No,
Derek Carr's in New Orleans, I think.
Yeah, Derek Carr's in New Orleans.
Your boy's in New Orleans. Ritter is in Atlanta, man.
I thought Heineke went down there. Okay.
He is down there. He's down there, but he's gonna be the backup quarterback.
So I'm gonna give you mine since Ron still to debating. I'm going Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor gonna be a beast this year. I'm also going Justin Fields. I think Justin's gonna make mass improvements this year. I'm not gonna pick Jalen because Jalen's gonna be Jalen, so I'm not gonna stay away from Jalen. Who? I got them children with L's. I thought I had somebody else.
Because I don't know how to prove that.
Hey, I'm gonna go with a veteran. He had a sucky year last year. I'm gonna go. Because he got a new coach. He been married. He been his marriage a year longer. So I'm going to the Broncos. I'm going to the Broncos. I think your boy will have a comeback year this year.
Sean Payton started talking reckless today.
Yeah. I think what my boy name? What my boy? I get there. My mind is
Nathaniel Hackett.
No, who played with Seattle?
Russell.
Russell.
He was saying it's not all Russell's fault.
He's an old dog, but I think Russell will have a bounce back year this year. I'm gonna go with Russell Wilson. What you say, Nancy? You shaking your head?
I think that system was well. That was a good system for him in Seattle, and I think when he left that system, he left his Super Bowl ring chances in Seattle.
Well, I don't think he's gonna win a ring, but I think Peyton. I think when Peyton go there with a different coach, a different feel, he gonna turn it around.
My second question that I have for you specifically about the Russell Wilson pick: what did him being married an extra year have to do with his play on the field?
The less stress. He don't have the public opinion. Anybody in his ear. The noise been blocked out.
The actual father of his stepson is dropping is just dropping subliminals about him.
Who? Well, I just think with Sean Payton going to Denver. I mean, I'm not saying he gonna light up the world, but I'm definitely feel that he gonna have a improvement year.
Well, wait a minute. Think what he had when he was in Seattle. He had the Legion of Doom defense. Boom. He had 2 number 1 receivers, and he had some of the one of the greatest running backs to ever put on pads.
And he won a chip, and he was greedy, and he should have audible. He should have audible out that last play.
Coach called that play.
Everybody who have coached football from flag, and I'm not even talking about professional guys. I'm going. If you don't play video games, from flag football up, knew who should have got that ball that last play of the Super Bowl. Him, and that daggone coach. Both of them should have got fired on the spot.
All I'm saying is he's not going to have the same kind of weapons he had in Seattle.
But he's gonna have a different coach, different quarterback whistle.
Is the coach running the route?
Well, he may not run the route, but he can encourage you. He can encourage you. Hey, I didn't clown that Daniel Jones pick, which he gonna suck too. But I'm gonna go with the veteran.
Hey, y'all kill him. I don't know what it is. Like they play y'all like they scared, but they play us like we the devil or something. I don't know, man. They played it.
Because for some reason, the Giants, and this is just straight factual, the Giants are scared of the smallest person we have on our roster.
That's why they down.
Here in New York for some reason. I don't know why.
I mean, either. Playmaker, your last thoughts for the night.
Wait a minute, did you get Bears 3 quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Who was your?
Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones, Watson, and Purdy.
Oh. All right. Go to somebody else. I need a second.
I'm gonna say Sam Howell, Daniel Jones. You talking about most improved, right? No, I'm gonna say Sam Howell. I'm gonna say Geno. I think he's gonna fool people and continue to make an upward climb.
Yeah, because he's gonna be terrible.
And then
Hey man, I like Geno. Geno had a good run. We're gonna see if he can repeat it. I like Geno. Geno had a good run. All right, guys, that's wind it down. We can keep on pushing. Playmaker, you ready for your last word, sir?
Yeah, okay. Since I was hoping for some time, but hey,
I can get some more time. But you got a bell.
I'm here. I was very glad to. Well, you said something about your boy. What's the Dallas running back? Zeke and Pollard. I wanted to say something then, so I'll say it now. I think it was very good that he reached out to the guy, because here they were, they were teammates, and the man got his bag, and he, congratulate the man for getting his bag. I think it's honorable. I think we need to do more of that. I think it is more about, hey, let me encourage you and not, look at, you taking my job. You earned your bag.
No, he took his job.
Regardless, it is still something I think she should celebrate the guy and not hate on the guy. And you don't see enough. Okay. You don't see enough of that in life. People are so concerned about themselves that they don't take the time to celebrate others. So I big up to Zeke for that.
Okay, cool, cute.
Okay, so my final words last week had something to do with Shohei Ohtani and how bad I think the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim were. They proved me wrong in the span of 2 days. So I think yesterday or the day before, instead of trading Shohei, they traded for Luis Giolito, who's one of the best pitchers in the league. Didn't have to go with none of their top players, I think. Then today, they have a back-to-back game against Detroit. Shohei goes out in game 1, throws a 1-hit complete game. Nine innings, and I'm looking right now, 8 strikeouts, only gave up 1 hit. The following game, which is right after, because the back-to-back game right after, he hits for 2 home runs. Mind you, he hit and pitched the first game. Second game, he's the DH and hits 2 home runs. Again, Shohei literally is making a case to be one of the best baseball players of all time.
Okay.
He's not better than that.
Go ahead, Ron. He's not what?
Not better than that kid from Cincinnati. That kid from Cincinnati, I can't think of his name. Man, that Bama is.
I like him, but until I go out there and pitch and have a 3-point something, until I see Derek Cruz go out there and have a 3-point.
He probably could pitch though. He probably could pitch. Like if that was his thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He probably could pitch.
Maybe, but until I see him do it, I gotta give him the Shohei.
Okay.
Shohei is a great player, man. He's a very skilled player, so I'm not gonna hate on him. But that kid, I ain't never seen that like that kid. Like he like Darryl Strawberry with mobility. Like he can run. Like dude. Yeah, but go ahead.
Like, look, I saw a defensive highlight last night. He can play at third base too.
Oh, that's walking ball now.
Oh, and one last thing I want to say. Watch UFC. Which UFC is this one? I forget. Whatever number
I can't see.
Watch it.
It's so light.
Okay.
It's so light.
Well,
okay, Big French, last word, bro.
But watch this card. This should be a very good card.
Okay.
Hey, I want to go back. We talked about the whole Bronny James situation earlier, and to me, it's just kind of alarming. Parents should kind of pay attention. It's just instead of just having that basic sports physical, we need to just really have our kids have physical, like really get tested and see, what's going on. Because at this time, it's just too many, tragic deaths and things happening within sports. So, and I know for me, it really alarmed me as a parent. So I just think that's where we are today. We just got to really pay attention to our kids and going a little bit more in depth.
Good word. RJ.
Hey man, just jacked up and excited. Next week we'll have football on Thursday. Hall of Fame game. It's gonna be horrible, but we'll have it. And then we transition into the season.
God love it. So my last word is the article. It was sent earlier. I found it. So one of you guys sent it, but I thought it was very unique. It says one of former basketball players, one of the funniest basketball stories. Former D1 men's basketball player is confirmed pregnant after drug test. After confession, it was confirmed he used a woman's urine to pass his drug test. Now, it may not be a basketball story, but maybe they did put it into the basketball contents. But hey, guys, if we don't condone cheating the system, but if you're gonna do something that's a little shady, do all your homework. Don't go get the pregnant woman, Pete.
Can I take it a step further? I'll take it a step further. If you're a college athlete, just keep your nose clean.
Why? No, I'm not even going there. I'm not going. I want to leave that day. I mean, right? I agree. First of all, you're gonna do it. Do the right thing. But if you're gonna plan something out, just make sure that you do all your homework. Hey guys, football season on the way. Things about to pick up, and like always, may your next move be the game changer. Peace.
Peace.